Hey guys, it's Red Mafia with my first ever commentary. Please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to stay updated with on my videos. Anyways, guys, this happened about 3 years ago. Um, I remember I was at school and my buddy said, "Hey man, you want to come over and hang out?" And I got a little bit of bud, so if you want to smoke, and I said, "Hey, I'm not really sure." And anyways, I had health class, and I knew about it. I always wanted to try. I always had a little bit of curiosity. And anyways, it got the best of me, I guess. And I went to his house after school. I made up the excuse that I was staying after, so I told my mom to pick me up at 4:30 at the school. Because I remember this to this day. It was a while ago. And so, anyways, I would go over to his house after school, and I remember they I had never ever smoked before, and they made me take bong hits, and so I took the bong hits, and I I started getting really messed up. I mean, they had some good, but it was like OG. It was straight up dank. And anyways, so I'm at his house, and I go and I look at the clock, and like every time I go and look at the clock, it's like 30 minutes later. I'm over there playing, I'm playing like a video game. I was playing like the last Grand Theft Auto, and I was having a great time, and I remember it was awesome. And anyways, 4:30 comes around, and I'm like, oh no, and so I go outside, and I walk over to the school, and my mom picks me up, and my eyes had to have been redder than, they probably looked like blood, like they looked like red blood. And like, so I got in the truck, and my mom was like, "Hey, how was your day?" And I was like, "It was great, ma. Um, I'm tired though. I had to stay after for Mrs. The math teacher at the time. It wasn't Mrs. Chambers. It was, uh, who was math teacher? It was Mrs. Mrs. Goodrich. And anyways, she picks me up, and I get in the truck. I tell her about Mrs. staying after for Mrs. Goodrich, and there's no doubt in my mind that she definitely knew, because she looked at me funny, maybe I was just baked. I don't know. But she looked at me funny, and I was like, oh no, this ain't good. But when I got home, I went right into my room, and that was that pretty much. But like a week later, I pulled the same excuse. I was staying after for math with my buddy, and I stayed after. I didn't actually stay after. I went to his house again, and I did it again. Smoked some pretty damn good bud, and got baked again. But the next time, my dad picked me up, right? And this time, there was no way in hell that I was gonna pull that off. And like, so I'm like, I get in the truck, and he just looks at me, and I'm just like, oh shit. And I'm, I slide over, and I slide up, like, and I go and I put my book bag in the back, and then I get in the truck, and he's just staring me down. So I'm just like, uh-oh. And anyways, we talked a little bit during the way home, and I pretended like I was resting, but I really just didn't want him to see me. He probably could see right through. He probably knew that I was absolutely toasted. But anyways, I ended up when I was smoking, I ended up doing dabs. Yeah, and that's on the second time that I did it, and I did dabs. So I was like spaced out. And anyways, that's my dad never said anything either, but let me know if you like this story, like, cause I'll put the other ones on there. I did some other stuff like salvia, acid, and stuff like that. Let me know. I'll tell you about it if you want me to make more videos.